Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, a daily podcast devoted to spirituality and self-help. If you are new, I want to take this time to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you about where is your energy focused? I always pull a card for the podcast, maybe not always, but I try to. And the one that I pulled for today, I just love the card so much, and I was going to talk about something else, and I thought, no, this is perfect. I need to talk about this. It says, energy flows where my intention goes. This is from the Universe Has Your Back deck. I love that because it is very true, and most of us still haven't understood this concept. Where you are putting your focus, that's where all of your energy is. And I get messages all the time, and I see people post things all the time that go something like this. I just am in a dark place right now. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. I have so much debt. And what I'm trying to say by pointing out all of these stories is your focus is on the wrong thing. And I know I've talked about this over and over again, but I'm going to keep talking about it because the universe apparently thinks that people still need to hear this message. When you are focused on, I don't feel good, I'm never going to get out of debt, I am never going to get a new job, I'm going to be miserable. When you're focused on those things in your life, you're putting energy into those things in your life. And where you put your energy is where the universe says, okay, let's co-create that. I'm pretty sure you don't want to co-create debt with the universe, but that's what you're doing whether you realize it or not. The universe says yes to everything. So where you put your intention and your energy, the universe is going to say yes. So if you say, I don't have any money, the universe says, yep, and then co-creates with you, and now you have no money. And you're not seeing any money coming in because you're focused on the fact that you don't have it. And the universe is saying, oh, apparently they want more of that. Okay, let's give them more of that, because that's where your focus is. And our human brains have a hard time understanding that, because I know what you're saying, but I'm just reacting to what's happening around me. And that's exactly the key point. That's exactly right. You are reacting to what's happening around you. And in so doing, you are creating your own reality. We create our reality by what we choose to focus on. So in reacting to your reality the way that you are, you're in effect creating more of it, whether you realize it or not. And one example is if you get an unexpected bill, let's say you're worried about your finances, you get an unexpected bill, and your reaction is, oh my God, I'm not going to have enough money to pay this. What are we going to do? And you go into that downward spiral of everything's horrible and my life sucks and this always happens to me. You go down that road. And I know I used to be the person who would do that too. I did. I used to do it all the time. But what I would notice is when I did that, more of that came to me. Like, have you ever had, people have that expression, when it rains, it pours, because it's like you pay off something else comes in, and then something you're like, I can never get ahead. That used to be me. I would feel like, well, whenever I pay something off, then another bill comes in, and I just cannot get ahead. And that was my old mindset. And I was basically calling more of that into my life. And it was true. It was like a cycle I couldn't get out of. I would pay something off and something else would come in. And I just felt like I was barely keeping my head above water. And it was that way for a long time for me, because having two kids, it was like one of them would fall, get hurt. We'd have to go to the emergency room. It was like I just paid off my bills and now we have this emergency room bill. It was always something. And now I don't look at it that way. Now, when something happens, like a few weeks ago when Miss Nala, I thought, broke her paw, and she scared me to death, and we had to take her to the vet ER, and it was a $95 bill. I was like, I could have said, oh my gosh, but I didn't. First of all, I thought it was going to be more than that. So I was like, oh, well, that's not that bad. And I have the money, and it's no big deal. And everything that I spend comes back to me multiplied. And the important thing here is that she's good, she's okay, she's well, and the universe has my back. It's going to be okay. It's going to get taken care of. And it was fine, because as soon as I paid that bill, I got a coaching client who called me like, I want to set up a session with you. And so like the money came right back in. And I was like, okay, this is good. Like, I'm going to be fine. And same thing, I told you that I just had this new job. Well, there's a lot of things that go on when you have a new job. You've got a lot of transitional things. And one of the things was where I worked before, I have to pay $500 for breaking my contract with them, which I was not expecting. So I could have been like, oh my God, that's $500. Like, what am I going to do? But I didn't. I said, okay, it's going to be okay, universe. I know you have my back. That $500 is going to come in from somewhere else. It's no big deal. And then I got to thinking, and I thought, well, maybe they could split that up, because I think I have a few more checks left. So I just called, and they said, yeah, we can split that up, and so make it into smaller payments. And I was like, okay, well, I can handle that. That's no big deal. I won't miss it if it's smaller and it comes out in multiple checks. That's fine. So you see where I'm going with this. If I panic and, I could have, here's what the old me would have done, honestly. The old me would have been like cursing everyone and everything and like, that's so unfair and I'm the victim and how could they do that? I've spent 12 years of my life and I would have been doing everything, going down that rabbit hole. And I might have just been mad and just written a $500 check, even though I wouldn't have, that would have been a big chunk for me to go out all at once. But instead, I thought, okay, it's no big deal. This is just another thing. The universe has my back. And then it popped into my head, well, I wonder if they could take it out in payments. And here's the thing, guys, when things like that pop into your head, know that that is most often divine wisdom coming in and giving you ideas that you wouldn't have had on your own. You see, the universe can work with us in many ways. The universe can bring us things, but the universe can also bring us ideas that will help to bring us things. And that's what I feel happened here. Because on my own, had I just lost it and freaked out, I never would have thought to ask. Well, I wouldn't have heard the divine wisdom coming in saying, hey, ask if they can split that up. And when I did, they were super nice about it. And, oh, yeah, absolutely. And if you need anything else. Because I'm sure that it's not a thing they want to have to do. It's just a policy. You know how that goes. And when I don't take things as personal attacks, and I realize that they are what they are, and it is what it is, things become no big deal. I don't waste a lot of energy getting upset. I don't lose my peace. And solutions end up coming to me. So what I'm telling you is that if you are focused on the wrong things, if you're focused on putting your energy in all the bad things that are happening, everything that goes wrong, how you're never getting ahead, it's going to continue to do that. You're going to be in a continuous cycle. What's going to break the cycle is you deciding that you're not going to do it anymore, that you're not going to have those thoughts anymore, that you're not going to react that way anymore. And let's take another example. Let's say that your problems aren't with money, but let's say your problems are with finding love. You can never seem to find the right partner. All right, well, if you feel that way, first of all, that's the wrong attitude. That's the attitude you're conveying. Then you're co-creating with the universe to never find the right partner. If you're focused on, I always get cheated on, that's what you're calling in again. You're calling in more people to do that to you. If you're focused on, I always get people who are mentally unstable, okay, you're calling more of that in. I always get guys who take advantage of me, who take my money and whatever. Yep, you're calling more of that in. Instead, you have to call in what you want. What do you want to see in your life? Not what you don't want to see. What do you want to see more of? And this is where I told someone the other day on my Facebook Live, you've got to know what it is you want, because that's what you need to focus on. If you don't even know what you want and you're just telling me, bring me a guy, good Lord, who knows what the universe is going to bring you. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like, you've got to be a little more specific than that. It's like saying, bring me a car, and then you get this crappy beat up old car. Well, you didn't specify what kind of car you wanted. You just said, bring me a car. And I don't believe it has to be very specific. Don't get me wrong. I don't think you have to get bogged down in their hair color and eye color and things like that. Like, that shouldn't be an issue. But it's what qualities do they need to have? Because when we talk about what you want and what you don't want, there's a absolutely have to have and absolutely cannot have. I have the deal breakers. Like, I don't want someone who smokes. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't want someone who does drugs. That's a deal breaker for me. So there are like some things that are deal breakers I just do not want. I don't want someone who's narcissistic. It's a deal breaker. So what do I want? What do I have to have? I have to have someone who emotionally supports me. I have to have someone who is going to give and take equally. They're not going to take more than they give. I have to be with someone who at least understands what I do for a living and is okay with it and supports that I have a podcast and that I'm in the public sometimes. I have to have somebody who would support that. I have to have someone who would support my children and be good to my children. So there's a lot of things that are must-haves for me. And there are a few deal breakers for me too. But I've got to sit down and figure out what it is that I actually want. And I write it down. I wrote it down. Like, here, universe, they cannot be this. They have to have this. And I don't think it's being picky. And I've been accused of that, in my life. Like, oh, you're just picky. No, I'm not picky. I just know what I deserve. And here's the thing. You should know what you deserve too. And for some of you, I think that that's where it starts, is that you don't know what you deserve. Like, you don't understand that you deserve better than what you've been getting. And it has to start with you knowing your own self-worth and loving yourself. And a lot of people struggle with this. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can fix it, but a lot of people need help. A lot of people need to go to like spiritual counseling or even normal counseling to help with that. But you have to fix that. Because until you understand who you are, what you're worth, you're going to continue to focus on the things you don't deserve because you think that's what you deserve. And if you want to manifest the perfect partner, you've got to focus on the fact that the perfect partner's out there for you and they're coming to you. And that's always what I choose to focus on. I always say, thank you for sending me the person who's perfect for me. They don't have to be a perfect person. They're just perfect for me because we are going to be an equal give and take. And I have already written down and shared with the universe my lists of what they must have and what they cannot have. And I think that it's important to do that because, again, if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't know what you want, well, how are you going to co-create that with the universe? So, yeah, unfortunately, finding the right partner it's not take a magic pill. There's so many people out there who are like, oh, well, all you have to do, there's 3 simple steps to finding a partner. Wrong. If there's someone out there telling you there's 3 simple steps, they're lying. They're just trying to sell you something, and that's not correct. It's more complicated than that. But the good news is it's not impossible. You can do it. It's just a little bit of a process. You have to heal yourself and love yourself before you can then find someone. Because don't you want your partner to heal themselves before they come to find you? You don't want to get with somebody and then find out that they have all of these childhood wounds and they're taking it out on you. They're projecting everything onto you because they haven't healed anything. And in the same way, your partner doesn't want you to come to them not having healed your stuff. That's that saying, if you don't heal your wounds, you're going to bleed all over people who didn't cut you, and it's true. You have to heal all of that stuff before you can really and truly find the relationship that's going to work. Because otherwise, you're just repeating the same patterns over and over again. If you don't heal anything and you don't do anything different, you're going to keep attracting the same kind of guy. As we talked about how it's energetic, your energy going out is what attracts them. But also, it is the co-creation you're doing with the universe. You're putting energy into this. I always get cheated on. When you focus on that, and the universe is like, oh, okay, she wants more of that, or he wants more of that. No. What you need to focus on is, I am lovable. I deserve love. And the universe is working with me to bring me someone who deserves me, who's going to love me the way I deserve to be loved, who is going to give and take equally, who's going to support me. So you got to focus on the things you want to see, not what you don't want to see. And this can work in any area of your life, because we talked about love and finances, because those are the big things. Those are the biggies that people often complain about. The biggest thing, love and finances. But this applies to any area of your life, anywhere where you feel like, I'm not getting where I want to be. I'm not seeing the results. I'm not manifesting. Well, it's probably because you're not focused on the right thing. Because it's wherever you're putting your energy, that is where you're going to see things manifest. And it's really like trying to swim upstream. When you are focused on the lack, it's like the stream is floating downward, or it's flowing downward, and your abundance is at the bottom of that stream. And then the universe is telling you, if you just focus on the fact that you know that we're bringing you to it, it's like you let go and you float, and we're just going to bring you to it, because naturally that stream flows downhill. You're going to just run down into it. It's here. We already have it for you. You just got to let go. But when you focus on, well, I don't have it. Why isn't it here? It's like you're swimming upstream trying to get to it, because you think it's up here and it's really down here. And the universe is telling you, stop resisting. Aren't you tired? You're swimming uphill and you're swimming upstream and you're just swimming, and you're wearing yourself out and you're draining yourself emotionally and you're so tired and exhausted and you're not getting anywhere because you're going the wrong way. You're not even going the right way. If you would just let go and have faith and trust that we're bringing it to you, and focus your attention on the fact that it's coming, and thank us and say, when you thank the universe and you truly mean it, and you say, thank you for bringing me this. I know that you're bringing me this. And then you let go, it comes in a lot faster, because you're not resisting anymore. You're just kind of going with the flow, because you understand that what's yours is yours. It's already yours. When you put your intentions in the vortex, it's yours. The only thing keeping it from you is you, not the universe. The universe wants to bring it to you. But then you keep stepping in and saying, yeah, but I'm this lack. The universe is like, you want us to bring you lack? No, you don't want lack. The universe is saying, we're already bringing this to you. Just let go. Trust. Know that it's on its way. And that's really easy to tell you to do, a lot harder to actually do it, and I understand that. It is a process. But just start slowly. Start by focusing on your thoughts. When you notice that you think of something negative, remember, rewind, delete, and then reframe that thought. And the thing is, you have to believe it too, and that may not come at first. That may be a secondary thing. You may just start reframing your thoughts and saying things differently, and then you realize once you do that things start to shift, and then that's where the trust and the belief comes in, like, wow, this is really happening. This really does work. But you have to catch yourself at those negative thoughts, this never works out. No, rewind, delete. Everything always works out perfectly for me. I'm never going to get out of debt. Nope, rewind, delete. I am so happy to be debt-free. I'm so happy to be debt-free. Even though you're not seeing that in your current reality, that's what you want to see. So we reframe our thoughts to what we want to see, not what's currently happening. Because you're telling the universe what you want to see, not what you see currently. Because what you're manifesting is not what you have now. You're manifesting the things that you don't have, but we don't want to focus on the fact that you don't have it. You want to focus on the fact that it's coming, and you know it's coming, and you're thankful that the universe is helping you to co-create this. You know it's coming, you're having faith, you trust. Now all you have to do is thank the universe and let go. This is where you put your energy is what manifests. And the problem, I think, with many people is that they don't realize where they're actually putting their energy. They may think that they're putting their energy into the things they want to manifest, but they're not. And the reason is because you might spend 2 minutes in the morning saying, oh, thank you, universe, for this, but then you spend the rest of the day focused on the things you don't have. It's not I sit down for 2 minutes and I thank you and then it's coming. No, it's a focus your thoughts. Every day, every minute, every hour, you've got to focus your thoughts. The negative thinking, the victim mentality, that's going to keep you stuck. It's the mindset shifting that's going to cause you to start seeing your what you want to see, your intentions coming in. It's going to bring in the things you want to see manifest. And if you're a person who's very negative or you're having a hard time with this, you should sign up for our free 5-day training, because I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot during this week about this whole changing your mindset and manifesting. And if you like the 5-day free training, we're offering a course after that that's going to go even farther into this. I wasn't able to do it by myself either. Okay. I didn't just wake up and go, I have all the answers now. That is not how it happened. It was a spiritual awakening. That was a process. And I needed to have a mentor through it too. I had a spiritual teacher and I took many classes with her. And that is what has gotten me to where I am, because I needed someone else to tell me, how do I do this? Because I don't know. I'm not doing this the right way. Nothing's happening. And she, was like, okay, girl, you're not focused on the right thing. You're focused on, I can't. And the universe is like, yeah, you can't. You've got to shift that. You got to shift everything. So we're going to be working on that in this 5-day Manifest Your Best Life free training. It's going to be fun. We already have a lot of people signed up. You still have some time to get signed up. The sign up will be in the description to this podcast. Also, you can find it on my Reiki with Melissa page. It is going to be a blast because we are going to go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday is not a day. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Heather and I, when our energy is together, we just have a lot of fun. She's great. I love her, and you're going to love her. She is going over the financial stuff, but she doesn't just do financial stuff. She's financial with woo is what we like to call it, which means that she brings in the spiritual part too. What are your money stories? She's going to talk to you about that. I'm going to help you learn how to clear your energy and learn how to start loving yourself more, which is another big piece to this. And it's going to be fun, and the more you participate, the more you're going to get out of it. But also, the more you participate, the more people you recommend to sign up, because they can put your name in there that you recommended them. You're going to get a chance to win a free coaching session with myself and Heather. It's a private coaching session. And then the next top 5 people who have participated are going to win a free group coaching session with Heather and I. And that's like over a $200 value, because I charge $90 for a coaching session and she charges $110 or something like that. So you get a $200 value, but actually it's just priceless, because we're going to help you so much. And we're going to have fun doing it. And you're going to meet a great group of people. We're kind of calling in our soul tribe, we're calling in our soul family. You're going to meet so many people that you will be connected with and that you can communicate and share things with even after this 5 days is up. So get in on it. It's going to be fun. You can still sign up. Please do that, especially if this particular podcast episode is speaking to you and you're like, get out of my head. Yeah, well, you need to sign up, because we are going to be helping you get past these stories. We're going to be talking to you about shifting your mindset. It's so important. I mean, this is something that should be taught in school, and it's not. It should be taught in school, because we grow up totally being conditioned to think the wrong way. And it's never too late to shift that. But the longer you've done it, the more practice I think it takes, because it's really about being very in the moment and catching yourself when you start to go down that road of, oh, nothing good ever happens. It's really, you've got to catch yourself doing it and stop it and reverse it. That's that rewind, delete, and now I'm going to reframe that. It's that, and it's a process, but you can do it. I did it. If I can do it, anybody can do it, because growing up, I was around a lot of people who, not because they weren't nice people, but they were very negative in a lot of ways of, complaining that, oh, well, something always happens. Oh, I'm never going to be able to get out of debt. And they would say things like that, and you just pick up on that. You really do. You pick up on what's happening around you, and then we kind of take those things on as our own, and we just have to learn how to stop doing it. We've got to stop doing it, and everything gets better when you start shifting. And what is amazing is people around you will start shifting. When you start working on yourself, people around you will be like, what are you doing differently? It's like, have you ever, like, my women out there, men, I'll have to think of another example for you, but like, you try on a new like makeup or something, maybe new eyeshadow or lipstick or something, and then someone's like, where did you get that? That is so amazing. Well, the same thing kind of happens when you're shifting. Things will start happening to you and people are like, what are you doing differently? You just look happier, you look brighter. I don't know. There's something about you. You just look different. You act differently. I don't know. Something's going on with you. And here's the kicker for me. My sister said, what are you doing for all of this abundance to keep coming into you? Like, what are you doing? Can you show me how to do it? And that's the funny thing, because I always say, yeah, anybody can do it. But, you have to learn how, and you have to be very diligent about working with us. So anybody can do it. And we're here to teach you that. We're here to teach you how to heal yourselves, heal your lives, start manifesting the things you wish to see, and anyone can do it. Anyone. You just need to know how. And if you are really interested in changing your life, you can still sign up for my program, A Purposeful Pilgrimage, too. And I talk about a lot of these things, like money stories, love stories, getting rid of them, getting rid of the blocks to that. It's amazing. That is ongoing. You can sign up for that anytime. But if you sign up for this free 5-day Manifest Your Best Life training, you're going to get a taste of what the course that Heather and I are going to be leading is all about. And you're going to understand just exactly how much you're going to get from this. It's going to be amazing. Even in just this 5-day free training, you're going to get so much. And it's absolutely free. We just want to help people. We just want to show people, look, there's another way. Life doesn't have to be this difficult. So make sure you sign up and share this with as many people as possible, because the more people who sign up under your name, the more chance you'll have to win a free coaching. So share it with everyone. get people to sign up and participate. And I'm telling you, like, you're going to notice a difference in your life at the end of the week. And it's going to be so much fun. So I hope that you are all there. Well, guys, I want to thank you for joining me again today. I really, truly appreciate all of you. I was going through and reading some of the new comments I had, and thank you so much. I love you all. You guys are amazing. Such beautiful people. I'm so blessed to have you as part of my soul tribe. You're amazing. That's all I can say. You're amazing. I'm overwhelmed. I'm blessed. Thank you. And if you like this podcast, if you could subscribe, that helps other people find me. Also, if you could share it with others, that would be amazing. That also helps because my mission here is to help other people heal. And I'm sure there's probably someone you can think of who might need to hear some of these messages. And if you could leave a review for me, like stars on iTunes or even just a written review, wherever you're listening from, that would be amazing as well. Again, all of these things just helps people find me. And I have people all the time who say, I don't know how I found you. Well, I do. It's because the universe is amazing and uses you and everyone else to help me on this amazing journey of life. I'm so super grateful and thankful for that. I'm thankful for all of you. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Don't forget, you can also sign up on my website to receive a free morning and evening meditation. So go do that if you have not done that. It's just my free gift to you. And you can join me on my Facebook Lives Tuesdays at 7 Central. This week will probably be the last one that I will be doing for a while because I have a busy, busy month of July coming up. My dad is coming to see me, which I'm happy about. And I am going to Europe, and so I'm just going to be completely busy. So there are always the replays you can go and watch, though. Thank you all again. I love you. I'm sending you massive love and light. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.